Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Who?
Scott is ready for Christina Hackman to be here now.
All right. So, as I said a few minutes ago, we have Christine A Hackman on the show for BC Beards by the Border. That is Vancouver Facial Hair Club's beard competition that is coming up October 15th, 2022 at 4 p.m. Canadian time. Let's just get into this.
Oh,
What's
hey.
up, Christine?
Hey.
Hey, there's that internet that we love so much.
Uh-oh.
How are you?
I am so happy to be here.
Okay.
From up here in Canada.
Yes, it is.
All the way.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
Okay, I think we have it fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were robot-y there for a moment, but you sound
sorry.
okay now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Don't make me apologize in my first not even fun full minute on the show, and already you got me saying sorry.
Sorry, eh?
Sorry.
So, Christine Hackman, how are you doing? You have a ton of stuff going on, huh?
I am so excited. I am so sleep deprived because our competition is, I think, 10 days, 11 days away now. And so we are just getting everything ready for everyone to come on up and show their face off and win some stuff. So, yeah.
So not only do you have this beard competition coming up, you're also a stand-up comedian.
That is true.
How is that going?
Well, it's going pretty good. I am amateurish at all things, but actually that's the class I'm going to after that. So that's why I got to be out of here fast because I got to learn to get funny because I am emceeing our event as well. So it's a lot of pressure.
Mike, Aaron, we're going to have some problems. Aaron and I are emceeing this weekend, and we need to take some classes real quick.
Yeah, should we went and taken stand-up comedian classes
You're
as well?
fine because people just look at you and laugh, so it's not a problem.
What do they look at and laugh at us about?
Your brilliance, how beautiful you are. They are just overcome with all that goodness, and they're just like,
wow. So is this like an improv comedy class?
No, it's like actual stand-up stuff.
So there's no chairs.
No chairs. No, It is standing up all the way. That's why it's so grueling.
Wow.
After about 45 minutes, my legs give out. But
do the people that are watching you get to sit down?
No, I want it to be torturous for everyone.
David
really
says she good.
She is good. No, just she good.
She good.
So let's just get into this. So your competition, where are y'all holding this thing? Let's go.
Okay, we are holding it at a place called Heroes Welcome. And in the old days, it used to be an ANAF, that's Army, Navy, Air Force. And I used to go there all the time because they would have meat draws on the weekend. And that is the only way that I could get meat.
What is a meat draw?
Yes.
Well, I feel it's fairly self-explanatory. You go and they have a bunch
guys.
Wrong kind of meat.
Lucky. Oh. Wrong kind of meat. They have a bunch of meat laid out on the table and you buy raffle tickets. And if you win, you get to choose the meat that you take home. And they do like repeated, like they'll have 5 different meat draws.
Are you sure
like
this isn't the same meat I'm thinking about here? No. Okay. Never mind.
Good Lord, Scott. She's Canadian.
I'm Canadian. We only think in terms, we're very literal people here. So I used to go there for meat draws. So I've been almost vegetarian since they closed down because I don't know how to go to a grocery store and select meat. I need to like hunt for it. Anyway, point is, so about a year ago it changed hands. So now it's a just sort of a pub, but it's still got this really cool vibe to it. And it's on Main Street, which is like our hipster area of town. So I think it's a pretty neat venue. It's very local or very centralized, easy to get to. It is not near the Murder Hotel. I'm sorry. You'll have to drive. But
we'll figure it out. We're gonna be there in an automobile, so we can drive anywhere. It'll be fine.
Yes.
So Aaron, don't forget to bring your loonies and toonies this weekend too.
I always bring my loonies and toonies everywhere I go. So does this venue still smell like meat?
Parts of it do, but I'm not going to tell you which parts or how I know that.
Whoa. Oh, she's probably talking about the kitchen where they make the burgers.
Probably.
Yes. because I'm Canadian and we're very literal.
It smells like meat in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah.
Smells like
Yes.
Canadian bacon.
That's just bacon up there, Scott.
Oh, sorry. Just literal bacon.
Yeah, just bacon. All right. So so your venue is an ex-meat house.
Yes.
That's probably the first time that I've ever heard of a beard competition being held in a ex-meat butcher place.
No, it's a pub. They used to draw for the meat.
I ain't more.
Okay.
They used to draw meat there, Aaron. Like they used to draw.
That was the live sketching.
Live sketching of meat.
Put up a slab of beef and just like.
I'm loving this. This is great.
So go ahead, Scott.
So, all right, taking a couple steps back here, you're also involved with the Craft Whisker Club show. Now, taking it an even step further back, how on earth did you get involved in the whole bearding community to the point of where you're actually part of the group throwing on this competition? Like, what's your story?
Origin story.
Yeah,
my origin story. Okay, well,
she
actually,
got bit by a spider drawing meat.
And then I grew a beard. It all got weird. The very first time I heard about bearding was a friend of mine who is another wig maker said that this club was putting on some facial hair competition. So she dragged me down to Vancouver Facial Hair Club's event. And it was the first time I wore a beard in public. And it was a really fun time. And then I saw the movie Men with Beards, I think it's called. It's a Canadian documentary. And I heard about how they were going to have the Worlds in Austin. So then that was my second competition ever. And since then, I've just been gluing stuff to my face and meeting people.
How many beards would you say you've made to date?
For myself, I think they're almost all on Instagram, so probably around 40 or 50.
All right. Now you just used the key word there, for yourself. Now, for other people, what is that story about?
I make wigs and facial hair for the film industry, so I probably build a beard just about every week for somebody. I just made a mustache for, I don't want to drop names, but Steve Gutenberg.
Oh, was that when he was in Police Academy or Cocoon?
It's a show that he's filming right now.
He's Canada.
My gosh, he's doing
Canada.
Police Academy 9 right now.
Sadly,
Breaking
no.
news.
I know, right? He should be, but no.
Wow, I can't wait to see Steve Gutenberg with your fake mustache.
Well,
Very important
Aaron will
question.
be in town in time, so we could hook that up. That'd be hilarious.
Aaron, you're going to meet Steve Gutenberg. Get his
Apparently, I
autograph
just
for me.
learned that. Breaking news. I'm going to meet Steve Gutenberg this weekend. Next weekend.
Next weekend.
There you go. So, will Vancouver's favorite son, Ryan Reynolds, be there?
Oh,
Have you ever made a beard for him?
that is a double no. No, I don't think he's going to be here. No, I haven't been allowed to touch him.
there's like lawyers involved. It's a whole thing.
I'm just saying.
All right,
Yeah.
so if we have a few minutes at the end of the show, I want to definitely dive back in. We'll ask a few more questions about this because this is a really fascinating subject, and
We could do an entire episode with just Christine A. Hackman.
And all the people I haven't met, all the celebrities that have come through town that I'm not allowed to touch.
There you go.
Wow.
So many.
But you want to.
Natalie wants to know if you touched either Supernatural boy before.
I have not touched them, but my friend used to work on the show, so I could get her to touch somebody who did touch them. So that's 2 degrees of separation.
That's pretty freaking close.
That's like a game.
It really is.
This is great. All right, let's
And
get
now
back to
she's
the beard.
just shouting random shows at me over like you will see her in like 10 days. Y'all talk every day. What are we doing here?
It's true.
All right. So your charity for this event. Tell us a little bit about that.
We decided to go with the Vancouver Food Bank this year, and usually we've gone with specifically male-oriented charities and usually more towards mental health. But right now, in the last several months, and it's probably there too, the food insecurity is just through the roof. Food prices have been so high, and it's affecting everybody. And you know, especially a lot of families, and families don't always include moms. Sometimes they are very dad based as well. So we got to support the dads that are having family troubles. So we thought that'd be good. And also because it's an established charity, we thought that would probably help get more people into it, because it's great to have niche charities that can help small amounts of people, but the food bank's going to be able to help just everybody. I drove by their location downtown the other day, and it was heartbreaking to see the people in line. And it's not the really down and out people that you expect to see at a soup kitchen. It could be you or me. You know, life is tough right now.
Do y'all do any work with them other than just this charity fundraiser at your beer competition, or have y'all done stuff with them in the past?
This is our first outreach to them right now.
Okay.
I have a question now. At your event, I mean, because in the past, we've done events for like either food banks. Like I used to do events for the Akron Food Bank or the Cleveland Food Bank, and we would request that people would bring in non-perishable goods, canned goods, boxed goods. You know, in addition to if you want to make a donation or whatever. Are you requesting that people bring in these things so that you can also donate, or am I just off key with that?
No. Usually, I've been to a lot of events where it's part of donate or part of admission. You have to bring food for the food bank,
Mhm.
but at this point, they do say that their buying power is so much better that every dollar we give them is like giving them three for what they can purchase. So I think it's better for us to just try and collect money for them at this point.
Because they got hookups so they can get cheap food and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that does make sense. I mean, yeah, because like I said, we're just used to like loading up the back of our car at the end of the thing with all this food and driving it down to the food bank and giving them a truckload of food and giving them a check for, you know, $500-600, like what we used to do back in the day. But I mean, granted, yeah, like if you're saying that it's more economical for them to just, you know, take the money and they can actually spread it further than we could by actually donating food. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering when you started talking about that and when we were looking into the event and I saw that you were doing it for the food bank, I wanted to ask you that because I thought that was an important question. So, but thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
So, on a lighter note, you said that you have some like super amazing MC. Do you want to tell us about that MC?
Oh, the MC for the event is going to be me.
What?
I know. I will do anything for this competition, and I will even MC. So,
have you ever MC'd before?
I used to MC a lot of belly dance events. So I haven't done anything live in a little while, but I feel like I'm practicing. You know, I'm walking around the house talking into a hairbrush and trying to get ready, trying to get loose. I probably will have to wear a beard for the event because I just feel I look better with one. So
I will also wear a beard for your event.
I'm gonna wear one too.
Bless you, and you're not even coming.
I know. I'm supporting
for your event. He's gonna wear it all day on October 15th, just because he's like, I know there's a really good event in Canada going on. I'm gonna wear this beard.
And I'm
Canada thanks you. I would say on behalf of the Queen, we thank you, but we know how that went.
Wow, too soon.
Wow. I know.
Andrew Matson's just really impressed how you're able to hide how floppy your head is.
That's who we should have gone as, Terrence and Phillip. Aaron.
Still fine.
Oh
man.
I'm using a filter. I'm using a filter. It's the American filter so that I do not look like the
but without the American filter on, you just look like Terrence and Phillip character.
Hey, buddy, how's that show going, buddy?
I like this. I need we're gonna make this happen anyway. So on another note,
yeah, you're already a good public speaker, anyways, with all the stuff that you've been doing on the Craft Whisker Club show. So you know how to talk. You'll have no problem whatsoever, and you're a very educated woman, and you're very captivating, and you are a very well speaker. Or you speak very well. Pardon me, I meant to say. You're going to do wonderfully.
Well, you are very kind, and thank you for all of that.
Oh, no problem.
I will try to do my country proud.
Oh,
I will
you
not let
will.
Canada
You will.
down.
So, speaking of your country, how do you feel like the registration and stuff's going? Because y'all do pre-registration, right?
Yeah,
Is
it's
the country kind of coming together and gonna support your event, or we just I need to load up the Subaru and bring as many people as I can?
bring your people, because the American dollar just goes so much further up here. Like I was saying on the show last night, you guys bring up like $10, and that's like $800 for me. So
Oh, well,
just tips in the G string. But yeah, registration's going pretty good, but everything always picks up at the last minute. So I'm
of course.
seeing more and more every day. But it gets freaky, right? Because you sit there and you're like, I can only do so good. We're building the best comp we can. We're very excited. Now we just need to get the people through the doors. So,
Mhm.
but they are starting to come, so that's good. The problem with Vancouver is we are so far on the side of the country. We got the Rocky Mountains in between, so it's not a lot of people will just road trip here the way you guys are all able to road trip to each other. Continental divide seems to get in the way of people. Ugh. But we got a lot of weirdo beardos in town, and a few friends from the States are coming up, so that helps as well.
One thing that you mentioned earlier was you are in the middle of the hipstery downtown area. Have y'all been down there just putting up flyers for this event and you know knocking all the coffee shop doors and all that good stuff? Because you know a cool beard event thing, might be something that a bunch of hipsters might at least want to check out a little bit.
Funny you should mention that. We're doing a direct marketing this year. We have these lovely little postcards that have all the information. We've got the Facebook event is here, the registration is here, and this gives me license to go up to any man I see that has a beard and say, hello, you have a lovely beard. And they take that moment and they say, thank you. And then get freaked out and they say, we're having a charity beard competition. You could win with a beard like that. Prizes.
Very cool.
And then what happens?
And then I get all shy and I run away. But we have had people register. It's really good because, like I
Good.
said, it's such direct marketing because we've tried things, the Facebook, even the posters and stuff. Posters at a coffee shop, good. Posters at a barber shop, better.
Mhm.
So we're trying to do that sort of thing.
Posters at both, even better.
Well, yeah. We're doing that too. Posters everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. But I mean, like, Facebook marketing doesn't really help us. We need people who actually have the facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually went to an event one of our ex-members put on a couple weekends ago, and it was at a motorsports thing, and I can't really even describe what happened, except there were motorbikes, there was wrestling, there was craft beer. It was great. It was a strange and glorious event, so hopefully we got some people out of that as well.
Was there a lot of bearded gentlemen there?
I would go so far as to say there were beardo weirdos there.
Wow. Target demographic.
So target. Yeah.
Wow. I like your marketing plan.
Here's a really good question. Andrew want to know if all the mandates have been lifted so we can travel freely into Canada.
That is a most excellent question, and you are correct, sir. As of October 1st, it is a free-for-all. Come up, bring your unvaccinated money. We don't care. Throw it at our charity. That's all we ask.
So did you plan this so it would be right after the border got, released and all that? You planned this out pretty well.
If I would have planned it better, I would have planned that border to be open a month ago so I could have marketed to people in the States heavier. This is the problem. There are people, we have friends in Washington and a little further abroad that could have come up, but because we didn't know what was happening with the border, they couldn't make plans. So that's a little annoying. But next year, it won't be like that. Next year, we'll just be all hugging and licking each other, and it'll be fine.
I can't wait.
You love licking other people, Aaron.
So we got 5 minutes before you got to dip and go to your stand-up comedy training class.
Sitting.
Oh, yeah. No, she can't sit.
Oh,
I'm getting all my sitting done now. This is my pre-sit for my stand-up later.
All right, so let's hammer out these judges real quick. Who do you have coming up there to judge your event?
Well, I have not announced all of the judges.
It'll be fine.
You
go
are
ahead.
making me do an exclusive here. Well, so far, we have introduced our one local judge of Tara Jean Stevens. She is a DJ here in town. She's quite famous and loved, and she's judged before.
Was that the radio show you went on last year? Was it that girls?
Oh God, I don't even remember. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Was I on a radio show?
Yeah, you must licked a toad beforehand.
Yeah, you were on a radio show last year in Vancouver promoting your online event, I think. Or maybe it was the year before, and it was a live event. Either way, I listened to it, and I was just curious if that was the same girl, because she played good music. The end. That was the end of the whole...
no, I remember that one. Yes, no. Yes and no. So that's number one judge. So the judge that we announced today is Mr. Chad Roberts.
Never heard of him.
I know, right? I thought he had a nice beard, so it's like, hey.
You're like,
so we got him.
Hey, nice beard.
Hey, nice beard. The judge we are announcing tomorrow, I don't know if you know her. She's, what the heck is her name? It starts with an N. She's worn some beards before.
Nancy
Johnson. She's coming up.
Oh my God, Nancy
World
Johnson.
famous Whiskerina.
Good old Nancy Johnson.
Nancy Johnson. Natalie Q. Johnson is coming on up here with her husband in tow, and we have so many donut shops mapped out for you to go to.
I can't wait. We'll be there.
And a murder hotel
Friday,
for you. We got everything.
Donuts and checking out murder scenes.
Well, we got someone from France here right now.
What's up, buddy?
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Look at that. You said speaking your French Canadians. You guys can talk to each other.
All right, that was 3 judges. Right?
That was 3. Fourth judge is an actor in town. Well, he's been in a bunch of things, but he's not like
Steve Gutenberg.
He's no Steve Gutenberg, but he is a gentleman friend who he's bearded and he's well known in town. His name is Dean Paul Gibson, and you can check out his IMDb. Right? No, wrong Gibson. He's very lovely. And the fifth, number 5, in her, is it her judging debut? I can't remember now because it's Lisa Fauschnauer from Washington. Yes.
Fauschnauer
is coming up. Yeah.
So the only way that you would come up there was to judge, because she makes all of her beards out of fresh fruit and flowers and stuff, and she couldn't bring that across the border. So that was must have been part of the deal. Fine,
and she couldn't get it. She couldn't get it here because everything's out of season. Because in
about
2 days the snow comes down and we all start living in igloos again. So
it better wait more than 2 days.
You better be bringing some skis.
Aaron, we'll pack some when you're loading up this weekend. When you're down here, we'll pack up a lot of that warmth in the back of the Subaru. And
I didn't even think about that. It better not be snowing.
You better have your chains on your
oh my
wheels.
Gosh. I have a Subaru. I don't need chains.
Yeah, man.
We're doing Subaru stuff.
That's the best.
Heck, man. Yeah.
All right. So we're almost out of time. Do you have any cool vendors or anybody like that coming in, setting up at your event?
I believe we have one particular vendor who, by the way, is also one of our 2 title sponsors and kind of the biggest name in bearding in the world. Honest Amish is a coming.
That's good.
Vending.
I like those guys.
Yeah,
international shipping.
So they'll say just sneak that stuff across the border. Just pack a bunch of stuff in your trunk. And then just sell it out of the back of the car.
That's probably what I'll do, except for I'll carry stuff in the venue.
Well, we would let you do that too.
Perfect.
We would welcome you in.
Well, since we're about out of time, is there anything else you wanted to specifically talk about so everyone gets all the news and information about your event?
Just that we have 14 different categories. That's 42 awards up for grabs. So if you haven't signed up yet, please sign up. Please come up. Support our charity. They are so worthy. And thank you guys for having me on tonight. I really appreciate it, helping me spread the word. And love to all of my guys who are helping with the comp, especially John and Andrew and Tony. They are just kicking ass behind the scenes.
Way to go, Andrew.
Thanks,
Way to go, guys. Well, enjoy your class. And, everybody go to Vancouver, Saturday, October 15th, 2022, 4 p.m. What time is that? What was What is
In
the
Canadian time, what time is that?
In Pacific time, it's 4 p.m.
Oh, so
in
you
your
still
time,
I
it
didn't
would
know
be
if you
like
called it
7
something
p.m.
different up there. That was all.
That's
So
okay.
Pacific time. There we go. They even in
Canadian time.
Canada they go by Pacific time. Yeah, anyway. You have
We
fun
have
at
the
your
same
class.
ocean, Pacific Ocean. Okay, love you guys. Gotta go. Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.